Hi guys, in this video we are going to be looking at division of single digits using the area model method. Now the area model method, something that is critical for you to remember is that there are an infinite amount of ways that you guys could get the same answer, the same quotient and or remainder, but there are just different ways to get to it. Depending on how comfortable you are in different parts of multiplication. Okay. So if you're like me, you like dividing based off of place values of 10, you'll probably see a lot of your strategy in this video. If you like getting to as close the number as like absolutely possible, that's okay too. Okay. So remember that in area model, it's not important as to how you get there, but if you get the same answer. Because in math, there's always more than one way to get the same answer. Okay. With that, let's get started. So with division, the first thing that we need to know of importance is division vocabulary. In division, you have divisor, dividend, quotient, and remainder. The divisor is the number of pieces you split the dividend into, or the number of groups. The dividend is the number that is getting divided or split up, and it's the total number you start with. It's also usually, but not always, the biggest number. Quotient is the answer to the division problem, not including any remainder, and the remainder is the leftovers. In division, you almost always have the equation. You have the dividend divided by the divisor, which equals the quotient, and if it applies, you'll have a remainder. How it transfers into area model is it looks very similar to long division, in that the divisor is on the outside, the dividend is inside the box, and you add up what is going to be your top numbers to be your quotient, and then anything that's left over is the remainder. I'll go over an example here in a short moment to give you an example as to what that looks like. Now, area model is considered a newer form of doing math, but one of the benefits of doing area model division is that instead of looking at the individual numbers, you look at the dividend as an entire number, and you ask how many times can the divisor go into that entire dividend. So we have the equation 432 divided by 7. What we do with area model is we are first going to draw a box. Okay, and the divisor 7 goes on the outside, and the dividend 432 goes on the inside. Okay, now the first thing we want to ask is, what nice number do I know that I can multiply 7 by to get kind of close to 432? Well, I think about different numbers and estimating that I know. And I think of the number 5, because I know 7 times 5 is 35. But that's not nearly close enough number to 432. So I'm going to actually think of the number 50, and so I know 7 times 50 is 350. That's kind of close to 432. It does not have to be exact. Remember, in area model, there are an infinite amount of ways that you could get your eventual quotient. That's the beauty of area model. And this is just one way. Okay. So 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 5 we can't do, so the 4 becomes a 3, the 3 becomes 13, and 13 minus 5 is 8. And we have 3 minus 3 is 0. Okay, now I ask the question, is 82 less than 7? It is, so we need to add another box here. And the 82 is going to go up the top of the box. Now I ask the question, how many times can 7 go into 82? I'm going to choose a nice number, and I'm going to choose the number 10, because I know 7 times 10 is 70, and 82 minus 70 is 12. Is 12 less than 7? Yes, it is. So I add another box. 12, 7. How many times can 7 go into 12? I'm just going to say 1 for now, because I know 7 times 2 is 14, and 14 is greater than 12, and I want to say less than or equal to 12. So 7 times 1 is 7. So 12 minus 7 is 5. And 5 is less than 7, so I'm done. Well, partially done. Now what I need to do is I need to add up these numbers on the top. The numbers that I multiplied 7 by to start the subtraction process. Now 50 plus 10 is 60, plus 1 is 61, so my answer is going to be 61 remainder 5. Okay, now we have this question. 111 divided by 6. I start off with my box. 111, my dividend is on the inside. My divisor 6 is going to be on the outside. Okay, how many times do I think 111 can be divided into 6? Or how many times can 6 go into 111? That's a hard one. And I am tempted to say 20 because I know 6 times 20 is 120, but 120 is greater than 111 and we cannot go over. So I'm just going to stick with a nice simple 10. 6 times 10 is 60. And 111 minus 60, 1 minus 0 is 1. 11 minus 6 is 5. So 51. Okay. I'm going to add another box because 51 is greater than 6. 51 comes up here. How many times can 6 go into 51? I don't know why, but my brain is telling me 6 times 6 is 36. And remember, there are lots of different ways that we can do it. So I'm just going to listen to my brain and say 6 on the top. So then 6 times 6 is 36. And 51 minus 36, let's see here. The 5 needs to become a 4, and the 1 can become an 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. I get 15. Okay. 15 is greater than 6, so I add another box. 15 goes on the top. I'm going to say 2 because 6 times 2 is 12, and that's still smaller than 15. Okay, so 15 minus 12 is 3, and 3 is less than 6, so I'm done with my boxes. Now all I need to do is add up the numbers on top here. So 10 plus 6 is 16, plus 2 is 18, remainder 3. Now we have a mastery check. I would like you to do your best and solve these problems to this problem and the next one to the best of your ability using area model. Remember that how when I then demonstrate this mastery check, that it doesn't have to be the exact same way that I did it. You just need to have the same answer. And I hope that by me doing it after you do it, that you understand how you got your answer. So go ahead and pause the video and give it a try. Okay, so you should have started off by drawing a box. Ooh, that's a smaller box than I intended, but okay. We're gonna roll with it. We have 4 and 272. Okay. So I know 4 times 5 is 20. And so then that would mean that 4 times 50 is 200. And 272 minus 200 is 72. Fantastic. Okay, so 72 gets to move over here. Let's see here. 4 times 10 would be 40, and 4 times 20 would be 80, and so 80 is too big, so I'm just going to stick with the regular 10 because I like working with numbers that end in 0. So 4 times 10 is 40. 72 minus 40 is going to be 32. Okay. 32 can go here. I'm gonna say 4 times 5 because I know that one and I like that one. 4 times 5 is 20. 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. I know that number. 12, because I know my multiplication facts. Okay, and I know that 4 times 3 is 12. 12 minus 12 is 0, so we're done on the boxes. Now all we need to do is add up these numbers on top. So 50 plus 10 is 60. 60 plus 5 is 65. 65 plus 3 is 68. And that's our answer. Okay, I would like you to now try this mastery check. Remember that it does not have to look the same as your quotient, because how you get your quotient does not have to look the same as how I'm going to display it, but your quotient should be the same. Okay, go ahead and pause and try. Okay. So again, area model, start off with the box. Our dividend goes on the inside, our divisor goes on the outside. Okay, how many times can 5 go into 183? Well, I know 5 times 2 is 10, so then that means that 5 times 20 is 100. I'm going to start there. 183 minus 100 is going to be 83. Cool. Okay. 83. Now I'm going to try 10 because I like it. 5 times 10 is 50. 83 minus 50 is going to be 33. 33. I know 5 times 6 is 30. So 33 minus 30 is 3. And 3 is smaller than 5, so I'm done. There. Now I just need to add up all my top numbers here. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 6 is 36, with remainder 3. And that was division with a divisor of a single digit using the area model method. I hope that made sense to you. And if that doesn't, please feel free to email me, or you could look at the long division video, or if you want to become familiar with the Lazy 7 method, that could be something that you can look into as well. Okay? As I said before, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and if not, I will see you in class.